A lot of people buy rotating proxies and think I'm rotating so I'm safe, and then they still get blocked. If you're shopping for proxies right now, you've probably seen this exact situation. The provider shows millions of IPs, rotation looks like it's working, your dashboard shows IPs changing, but the target site still rate limits you, flags you, or throws challenges. So what's missing? Most beginners are comparing the wrong thing. They compare rotation, but the real deciding factor is usually the IP pool behind the rotation. Here are the real questions buyers should ask. What is an IP pool in plain language? Why does pool size matter more than you think? And how can rotation fail even when it looks like it's working? In the next few minutes, you'll understand IP pools clearly, and you'll know what to check before you buy. What an IP pool really is, buyer version, an IP pool is simply the inventory of IP identities a provider can rotate you through. Rotation is just the switching rule, and the pool is what you're switching between. So if the pool is small, something predictable happens. You keep coming back to the same IPs. Even if the IP changes every request, you're just cycling through the same small set. And from the website's perspective, that's not random, that's repetition. The silent killer is IP reuse. Websites don't judge one request in isolation, they watch what happens over time. How often does the same identity show up again? How many similar requests come from the same few IPs? And does this traffic look like a real population or a loop? That's IP reuse. And here's the painful part. When reuse is high, rotation becomes an illusion. It looks different to you, but it looks repetitive to the website. That repetition is what triggers rate limits, flags, challenge loops, and bans. Why pool size matters, but not the way sellers pitch it. A larger pool reduces reuse frequency. Each IP shows up less often, builds fewer repeated patterns, and stays fresh longer. But here's the buyer trap. Big pool doesn't automatically mean good pool. A pool can be large and still cause problems if the IPs are low quality or overused. Too many customers share the same pool aggressively, the location or ASN doesn't match your use case, or the provider rotates in a way that breaks sessions. So instead of chasing the biggest number, you want clarity on how the pool behaves. A practical buying checklist, more complete and very visual. Think of rotation like changing a shirt. If you only own 5 shirts, you're still wearing the same ones every day. So before you buy rotating proxies, check these 6 things. First, rotation style. Does it match your task? Rotate by request is best for high volume, non-session scraping, while rotate by time or sticky is best for logins, carts, forms, and multi-step flows. If the site needs continuity, fast rotation can hurt. Second, pool size. How many identities do you actually get? Ask if the pool is large for your target region, not just globally. A provider saying 10 million IPs worldwide doesn't help if you need a smaller country or a specific city-level distribution. Third, reuse pressure. How crowded is the pool? This is the one nobody checks. 2 providers can both claim a large pool, but if one is oversold, reuse is high and you still get blocked. Ask about concurrency limits, fair use controls, or how they prevent pool overloading. Fourth, IP type. Residential versus data center versus ISP. Residential is usually best for reliability and lower friction. Data center is fast but often easier to flag, and ISP can be stable for sessions depending on provider quality. Match the IP type to the target site's strictness. Fifth, geography consistency. Does location stay believable? Even for rotation, you want sane geography. If your requests jump too wildly, some sites get suspicious. Good setups rotate within a reasonable region when needed. Sixth, control and observability. Can you actually tune it? Buyers often forget this. If you can't control rotation or see reuse behavior, you end up guessing. You want options like sticky duration, rotation timing, session pinning, and basic visibility into how IPs are assigned. Soft brand integration, natural, not pushy. This is why at maskproxy, we focus on 2 things buyers actually feel. Large residential pools, so reuse pressure stays low, and controllable rotation so you can match IP changes to the task. Because the goal isn't rotate more, it's reuse less, break fewer sessions, and stay consistent. Summary and hook to next video, keep them watching. So here's the takeaway. If rotation is the switch, the IP pool is the inventory, and reuse frequency is the real stress test. When people say rotating proxies don't work, most of the time rotation isn't broken. The pool is too small, too crowded, or the rotation style doesn't match the job. Next video, I'll show you the fastest way to tell whether a proxy pool is actually healthy, even before you run big jobs, using a simple testing method you can do in minutes. If you don't want to waste money on the looks good on paper plans, go watch that one next.
If this helped you at all, hit subscribe so you don't get lost next time.